Hi guys, it's Skylar back again with another video. This time I want to show how I store my paracord. At home, obviously, this is the best way to do it, is on the spool here, if that's what you have. But going out in the woods and out on the trail, that's not exactly a ideal situation. We all have paracord and we have little bits and pieces everywhere, and it gets tangled up and gets to be a really big headache, not unlike Christmas tree lights. Well, there's a particular way that I wrap mine, and I wanted to share it with you. You know, my wife has her pink paracord there, but this is about 30 feet of paracord. Actually, it's a little over 30 feet. It's wrapped up really tight, firm. It's just a great way to store it. But when you need some, you make a mess with it. Wrapping this part doesn't take very long, so basically I'm going to show you how it works. It goes by several different names, the way of tying this. It's speed rope or different things, but anyway, basically it has this loop here on the end. You just grab the loop and you start to pull. Now it's tight right now because I wrapped it extremely tight, and it just gets easier and easier as it starts to pull, and you just pull it out and you keep going. And you see, it's still nice and neat, and I have about 8-9 feet paracord, and I can retighten this up. It's easy. You just twist it to tighten it back up, or you can rewrap this. It doesn't take but just a couple of minutes. Anyway, what I'm going to do, like I said, this is 30 feet, so give me 1 second, and you'll notice that I just pulled out 30 feet of paracord in just a few seconds, and it's not knotted up. It's not matted, no problem. You'll have a few twists, but that's no big deal. So what I'm going to do, let's see, get to the other end where I already have a loop tied. What you'll do is you'll tie a small loop in the end of whatever length you want to do. I tend to do about 30 feet, 35 feet, somewhere around in there. If you do that much, you'll learn to be consistent with it, and you'll know how much you need to do your wrap around, and I'll show you what I mean by that in just a minute. But anyway, you do a little loop like this. I put my pinky through it, and then I just do a figure 8. Now for me, this will vary, of course, depending on who's doing it. Doesn't take but a second to do. See how much I got left. Oh, yeah. And I already know that for this right here, this much rope, about 30 feet, when you're doing this, and you just carefully pull it off and leave your loop at the end, you need, for the length here that I want to do, about 6 feet left out. So what you do is you go to the opposite end of the loop, pull the loop out where it sticks out a little bit farther, like that. Then go to the other end, and you can start wherever you want. It's just aesthetically pleasing. Some people like to see the loop out on the ends. Some people don't. Depends on what you want to see. Just because I don't want things getting tangled up, I don't leave too much of a loop. So I do it, well, if you can see, about that far. Anyway, I pull it kind of tight and just start wrapping it around. Try and do it as neat as you can, and just keep pulling it kind of tight, straightening it out as you go. And after you get the first few done, it's pretty quick and easy, nothing to it. And you'll just keep on going around like that. Okay, so give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up the rest of the way. I'm trying to keep this as short as I can. So give me 1 second and I'll be done with this. Okay, guys, that didn't take but just a couple seconds there. could have left it running, but I didn't want to bore you. But basically I wrapped it down to the end, and it's still loose down here. You'll see the loop is up here, and that's where you're going to pull it later, and helps you identify where you pull from. The other end is very neat and clean, relatively neat and clean anyway. So basically, when I do tie my knot here, there's always that extra that sticks off. What I do is I put it under a couple of layers here. That way it stays pretty tight, and you can actually hang that from something without unraveling your cord. And all that means is you have to tug a little bit the first time, but not hard by any means. So anyway, pretty simple. You just do a loose one, loosen it up at the end, do a tuck under. No knot required. The friction will hold it. And there you go. That's how I tie mine up. Anyway, I hope this helps some people. I know there are a lot of other ways of tying it. There's the ring and all kinds of things, but this is quick, easy, takes 2 minutes to do. You'll have 30 feet of cord. So if you mess up when you're pulling it out and you want to redo it, just redo it. It's no big deal. So this is the most efficient way that I have found so far anyway. Welcome any comments or suggestions, and as always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon with another video.